Hi there, Kimball Evans here. I hope this message and this video reaches you well. I know that we are in the middle of a coronavirus pandemic, and I hope you're able to stay safe, stay healthy, stay strong through all of this as we continue to move through it. Today, I wanted to share a personal story of mine with you, as well as ask for your help with something. When I was a volunteer with Junior Achievement, which is a nonprofit organization that sends business people into the classrooms to teach students about different topics like work readiness, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy. And during this time, I was at an elementary school in Hoffman Estates, Illinois. And the activity for the day was actually teaching them about the difference between a want and a need. Of course, the needs being things like food, clothing, shelter, and then wants being items like a teddy bear, a scooter, or what was hot at that time, Pokemon. So the students were really excited, and during the lesson, I also taught them about working for those things that they want and need. And then we decided to put all of this into action with a little activity where the students were able to write people that may have been in their family, to express something that they want or need and the reasoning why, as well as to understand what kind of job they could do. So a lot of the kids were excited about this activity, and most of them, as you can imagine, had a lot of things that they wanted. As I was walking around the class, a little boy actually raised his hand because he needed help with his activity. And once I walked over, I saw he was doing a great job filling it out. We'll call him Carlos. Unlike many of the other children, Carlos had a need, and it broke my heart to see the word food. So I asked him, "Do you really need food?" "Yes," he replied. Then I asked, "Do you get enough to eat?" He said no, and he told me that most of his food actually came from school. Then he asked, "Will you help me spell the word survive?" Carlos was writing his mom to tell her he needed food because he wanted to survive. I said, "Carlos, wait, let me talk to your teacher." In the end, Carlos's mother didn't receive the note. I spoke with Carlos's teacher, who informed me that his mom was a single parent working very hard to provide for him and his siblings. I told her there were places in the area that could help her get food assistance. My friend Elba, who worked for Feeding America, gave me a list of food pantries and soup kitchens less than 5 miles away. The teacher was happy to share this information that she had just learned with Carlos's mom. Food banks help to fight hunger. If you or someone you know needs help, reach out to your local food pantry. Some great places to start are feedingamerica.org and the Salvation Army. Before coronavirus, 74% of Americans were living paycheck to paycheck, and 40% don't have the money available to pay an unexpected expense of $400. In February, the unemployment rate was 3.5%, with an estimated 5.8 million people unemployed. In America today, there are nearly 17 million people right now that are unemployed, and over 30 million students that are not in school. The reason why I mention school is because there's an estimated 22 million students across America that depend on free and reduced lunches, that are not going to school and could potentially not be getting those meals that many of them need. So I don't know if you've watched the news much lately, but because I know sometimes it can be very sad and depressing and stressful to watch the news. But the truth is, many Americans are actually having a problem putting food on the table. That's just a fact. You can turn on the news and see miles and miles of cars waiting to get food assistance. Some of these people have waited in line over 5 hours just to do so, only to be told that they've run out. So earlier in this video, I actually asked for your help with something. And if you're one of the fortunate ones, then I want to ask you to join me in helping to support your local food bank. You can do this by donating goods or donating money. I know myself, I've donated and supported Feeding America, which is an organization that I do believe in. They work with a network of food banks, but you can find your own reputable food banks. I've also donated to churches and other food pantries. So right now, if you could consider supporting a food bank with your monetary donation or just donating some food, that would be greatly appreciated. No amount is too small. I know Feeding America tells me with just $1 that they can provide 10 meals. So that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, remember to keep thinking and living rich despite the circumstances, and stay safe.